Evening everyone. I've had a few messages over private messenger and Facebook and that sort of thing about how I use the rodding kit for my bottom drain. This evening's the night that I do, like I say, I've mentioned in other videos, me every other day cleaning the nexus, and I haven't rodded the drain in probably a couple of weeks now, so I thought I'll do it and show you guys just the difference that rodding a bottom drain can do. And if you think yours is clear, it's not, trust me. So I'll just do a little quick video tonight. Fish are all looking fine. Wherever they are, oh, they're all down here actually. I've just woke them up because I just turned the lights all on, so they're all a little bit, yeah, what's going on? So yeah, I'll just do a little video of rodding the drain, and I'll just show you how much crap is in a bottom drain, and you don't realise it's down there. You think purging a nexus through on a cleans it. It doesn't, trust me. There's still crap in that bottom drain. So yeah, let's run through it now. So this is my little rodding kit that I made up. You can get these off Amazon. They come with quite a few fittings to go on this end that will go on to like your Karcher or Bosch pressure washer, something like that. All I've done is got a little short piece of pipe, a Jubilee clip, and then that is just turned to a hose pipe adapter. My water pressure is pretty good here, so it means I can get away with just using the water pressure out the tap. That gets a real good jet. The end that I've got on here is like the bullet sort of end, where it squirts backwards for I think there's 3 jets that squirt backwards and 1 jet that squirts forwards. So that really does get the good amount of crap out the drain when you do it. So yeah, I'll just run through that now and show you, and then just boil the nexus. So obviously do this before you want to clean the nexus, because well, there's no point dumping it and not getting out of your system. So yeah, let's get on with it. So just unscrew this panel off the nexus. And then that obviously gets us straight down into the bottom drain. So as everyone will know from past videos, my pond runs on a Cottney Coy 4-inch bottom drain that's then converted to 3-inch. Then that runs underneath here, one swept 90 3-inch underneath that comes up from the bottom and then straight up into the nexus. So there is no restrictions on this bottom drain, and it's a very short run as well, to be fair. You know what it is, it's probably maybe 2 and a bit meters of a run to the bottom drain. So very short and only 1 bend. So you have to remember, other people have got more bends or even 4-inch pipe work, or a longer run. This is just going to be multiplied over and over again. So we've got the hose pipe rigged up on there onto the jetter. It's going to put a little bit of chlorine into the pond. I'm not too worried. It's minimal for what we actually probably put in. If I measured it out, it's probably only going to be a couple of litres. But I'll get this set up now, and I'll on the tripod, and I'll talk you through it. So we'll get the jetter. Obviously that's turned off now. But what we need to do is because obviously these jet backwards, you want to put it all the way down to the bottom drain first and then draw it back. So you're drawing everything that's in that pipe back up the pipe. There's no point turning it on and then putting it down, because all you're going to do is blow stuff around in the pipe. So we'll feed this all the way down now. Look, even with me just feeding that pipe, you can see the crud is starting to come up, and that's without us turning it on. there we go. So we've hit the bottom of the bottom drain now. We're probably in the back edge of the drain. So I know we can't go any further. If I did wriggle that round anymore, I could actually get it. I've had it before. I've poked it out the side of the drain. So I know I'm really right in the dead of the drain. So all I do now is I leave the pump alone. I don't want to draw any water through too fast. I just want to draw the crud through the pipe slowly so it comes through nicely. So all I'm going to do now is turn the tap on, and that's jetted now, and we just move it backwards and forwards as we're coming backwards. So we go forward a bit, back a bit, forward a bit, back a bit. As you can see, look at all that. Bear in mind, I clean my nexus every other day, so this is getting purged through the nexus. Look at all that, Jesus! This is getting purged through the nexus every other day. So like I say, I'm dropping it. People say that pulling your nexus up is enough. It's not. You need to do this. So I've come to the top there now. So I've just turned the tap back off, because obviously you don't want to push stuff backwards down the drain. So just get that set back up again. I'll actually leave that there, I won't move that this time. So you see the jetter's here again. Feed this back down. I'll do it a bit more violently now, like I normally would. You can see actually the build up on that bit there. And a lot of the crud that's going around in here, that was running real clean before, and it's gone real mucky. So you can see already, you can see me just putting the pipe down, the little bits and everything that I'm disturbing probably isn't coming up that well on camera, to be fair, but it's surprising what comes out. So what I'll do now, how I normally do it, I did it a bit slow before, so I've just knocked the auto top up, so that's hissing away. We'll just pull that up, stop that making a noise, and so now I'll do it how I would normally do it, which is a lot more violently like I did before. So crank the tap on, and then we're like this. We're really making sure that there is nothing in that bottom drain. The colour and everything, I hope that's coming out on camera. Actually, look at this here. Look at all that. The colour of the water is unbelievable. As soon as you start doing this, the crud it gets out. Bear in mind, this is only 3-inch pipe, and yes, it is running on a low flow sort of nexus rate. You imagine if you're running a long length of 4-inch pipe, this is just going to be even worse and worse and worse and worse. So there we go. You can see that's the power of what that jetter does. We'll just turn that off now. Now one thing we will do now is we will turn our pump off, and we will just get this set back up, put the middle drain pipework in, and we'll boil the nexus. We'll get rid of all that crud that we just pulled out of the system. So yeah, that's how I rod the bottom drain on my pond. A few people have messaged me and just asked me to show you how to do it really. I won't bore you about how to clean an nexus. God, everyone's done that on YouTube about 100 million times. But you can see, I hope it came out on camera to be fair, and I'm not sure how it picked it up very well. But you can see how much crap can sit in your bottom drain pipework. Like, that's going to harbour bacteria, possibly harbour parasites, and you know, it's not going to do any good. It's not going to do any good to your pond having that sat in your pipework. Like I say, when I was rodding the drain, you know, this gets done now I'm in the feeding period. That nexus is getting cleaned every other day. So you imagine that middle section is getting dropped and it's getting purged through the nexus every other day. So, you know, it's getting a lot of disturbance, that bottom drain is, and still I get a build up in there, and it's only 3-inch pipework. So if you imagine if you had a longer run and 4-inch pipework, and you're only doing your nexus, like I choose to do mine every other day. You don't have to. I just do it as a good routine because I like to get the crud and the build up out the system. But if you imagine if you had a longer run, 4-inch pipework, maybe had some bends in it. You know, people put 45s in the bottom drain pipework sometimes, or even you've got multiple bends as you come out the ground. You will 100% have build up in your bottom drain pipework. It's going to be there. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's going to be there. I couldn't fit a purge valve on this, so that's why I have to rod my drain. I hadn't got the space when I built the pond. I hadn't got the depth to fit it in with the ball valve to the bottom of the nexus to fit a T section and another ball valve. So that's why I have to do it this way. And to be fair, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's probably saved me, what, 100 odd quid in fittings and a ball valve. And it does a good job. It really does pull the bottom of the drain, bottom up. So there's a couple of things you could do. You could turn your pumps up a bit higher and that would pull it through a bit better. But I've tried it and I don't really think it makes a difference with a nexus. All you end up doing is just sucking the outer chamber down. So yeah, I'll just give this a clean now. But yeah, I hope that clears a few things up. And if you're in doubt, rod your bottom drain, because you will be shocked. You imagine if you were maybe like owning a drum or something like that, where yeah, you're pulling higher flow rates through a drum, but you know, at least with a nexus you're giving it some sort of a purge when you do a clean every time. Yeah, it doesn't really do it fully, as the proof in the pudding, but if you imagine if you had a drum and you just set that drum to leave it alone, and it's a good 4-inch run, and you're only pulling, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 litres an hour. Like this pond runs at about 5,500, 6,000 litres an hour. So I'm running the nexus quite slow, but if you think of that with 4-inch pipework as well, and maybe running at 10,000, I still think you're definitely 100% going to have build up in your pipework. So yeah, if in doubt, rod your bottom drain. So yeah, there we go guys. These are just a little bit shook up because I've come back out with the lights all off and then turned them back on again. I'm just going to finish cleaning this, just boil this twice, and yeah, I'll leave you with that. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.